Hey guys, so it's been a little bit since I put out any content, and I've been sitting here thinking about doing my 2023 recap. I figure what better time than before 2024. So here it is. I put together a little video. I'll go ahead and play the video, stop it, talk a little bit, and go through it. We started the season off in February. We went down to Savannah, Georgia, visited and spent a week down there with a bunch of friends. Had a great time the last weekend before we came back. I had entered a couple of ARMA races uh, that didn't end well. Yeah, that's me. Candler Hospital, Savannah, Georgia. Actually, that was Monday morning, the day we were supposed to leave. Had a pretty bad crash at Roebling on Sunday morning in my first race and spent 3 days in the hospital, broken back 3 places. I got my fancy little back brace on there in the picture. And of course, I've got a whole bunch of fentanyl on board, so I'm not feeling any pain. Um, but anyway, picture of the SV out on the track at Roebling and the Aprilia, first time riding it ever. And here's just a little bit of the Sound of Thunder 3 class on Saturday. I got a pretty good start, but Roebling Road's a horsepower track, so and I'm going to talk more about Roebling than I am anything else that happened for my entire 23 season. I love this track. It's a fast track and it's a horsepower track, as you can see. Because my SV was no slouch, and these guys were definitely pulling me. So I'm going to give you a little bit of the SV on the track. And this is going into the corner where I ended up running off the track on Sunday, and I went straight right there and hit the tire wall. But, ARMA does not have amateur expert standings. It's everybody together. You go out and you ride. Like I said, I got a couple of short clips from Roebling in here. So that was my first race on Saturday, and my second race was Sound of Thunder 2. And this is fifth gear right now, just winging it through this last corner up onto the front straightaway. And, red line fifth, shift sixth, down into turn one. So it gives you an idea as to how fast this track is. And I gain up on these guys a little bit too. These guys are like ARMA national champions that I'm racing against. First time starting off with the SV or with the Aprilia, and I sucked. I had the wheelie control on. I missed the gear. Boink, boink, boink. It was horrible. I was dead last going into turn one. This guy right here with the orange shirt, check this out. He's missing his entire right arm from the shoulder down. And he's out there riding a race bike. Check him out. He's my hero. So for this race, lots of traffic. I got a shit start. I was dead last, and now it's time for me to pick the pace up a little bit. And I managed to pick my way through. I think I finished in sixth place on Saturday. But I had my work was cut out for me. And I didn't want that lead group to get away from me, but they did. I just couldn't reel in those guys. But love the Aprilia. Had a lot of fun on it. Started to learn all the little craziness about it. I get down to high 120s. Actually, I get down to the low 120s on that track. I should have been down in the low 19s or 18s, but I haven't been on this track in like 20 years. So we made it back. 1,000-mile drive with a broken back wasn't fun. And I was looking forward to getting back to family. So this was the 19th of February when I was injured. And then I did make it up for our round one. And that didn't go well. That is a scary corner. So we're back with family again. Back up to Loudon, and looking forward to being with all of these great people and just have some fun. So round one did not end well. There's NEMA round one. So I was about 5 weeks after my big accident and come up to Loudon, lost the front end in 11, banged the bike up and banged up the ribs on the same side that they were damaged on from my previous accident. So, and this was on Friday, practice day. So I didn't even get to race round one. It was horrible. And just another picture of the bike. Woodcraft stuff, fantastic, held up well. Bar broke right off, easy replacement. Peg ground down. Seacoast, as always, has spare parts at the track for you. So I got the new toe piece for the shifter. And basically, we got the bike ready to go back out. But Saturday morning when I got up, it just wasn't happening. The ribs were just screaming at me, and there was no way I was going to power through it. And I was still gun shy from the last crash I had. So the rest of my season was a struggle until like round 7. I just couldn't get comfortable on the bike. Shitty results. Just couldn't get my lap times back to where they should have been or faster. And it was a struggle. Loudon Classic. Great time at the Loudon Classic. Fantastic time at the Loudon Classic. I took the Penguin Advanced Rider School, and sitting there listening to Eric talk, or actually out walking the track with him, there were some things he was saying that clicked in my mind, things that I had forgotten about that I wasn't doing anymore, and that helped me out. I started to feel more comfortable on the bike after that. But here we'll just walk it through. We got Warhorse, Ducati, we got Vision Wheel, M4 X-Star Suzuki teams. We had a lot of big Moto America riders there, and it was going to be a great weekend until the rain. And I'm not even going to go over the rain for the actual Loudon Classic race. I'm just walking through the pits, just talking to everybody and anybody that'll listen, and doing a little bit of video. The coolest thing was the Pirelli guy for that weekend. James Bach is an old dear friend of mine from Savannah. We were both stationed together at Hunter Army Airfield, and just a super great guy. Came up to provide Pirelli support, and it was really great catching up with him. We went out to dinner one night. We just had a good time, but it was really good to see James again. I had seen him earlier in the year in February down at Roebling, and it was good to see him up in New Hampshire. It's Cud riding the basket bike. So, I think 2024, the Loudon Classic's going to be a lot bigger. The NEMA crew did a great job with this, and I really expect it to kick off. So 2024 is going to be a great season, and I'm healthy, and I'm going to try and stay healthy. So, round 7, my personal best. And I'm still probably 3 or 4 or 5 seconds off from where I should be. But, you know, when you get old, you get that mortality going. But I get down to 122. I was happy with that. That was a good way to end up the season. Temperatures weren't the greatest. It would have been nice if the track was a little bit warmer. I might have pushed a little bit harder. But I finally turned this down and turned this up. And there's still, this is the one lap, my 122 lap. And I'll just let you guys watch along. I still wasn't having any oh shit moments, so I know I'm not going fast enough. But the bike felt good, and so did I. So the previous lap you could see on the solo, a 1:23.75. And I'm already stacking up the green lights. I just need to go deeper in the corners. I need to trust the brakes. This thing's got amazing brakes on it. Yeah, I was pretty happy with that 122. It was a low 122, so I was pretty happy with that. Um, and that's pretty much my recap. 2023, not my best season. Definitely not my best season ever. But I'm looking forward to 2024. I'm going to try and stay healthy. I've been working out, just staying with it. Of course, I do drink my coffee, but I wanted to get my recap video out. Hope you enjoyed it. If anybody wants to do an off-season chat with me, a live stream, please, please, please reach out to me on Facebook or send me an email. The email's on the channel. It's 388racing@charter.net. Shoot me an email. There hasn't been a whole lot of enthusiasm for it this year. I posted a couple of times, and I had Sean on. He was the only one that came on so far. So, of course, I did have the blocks, Eli and Eric. I did a live with them. What a great family. Great guys. Do anything for you. I've never seen anybody that goes out of his way to help everybody and anybody, even the competition. He doesn't care. Eric is amazing. Eli's a hell of a good rider, and I expect big things out of him this year, as well as some of our other Loudon alumni, Teague Hobbs, Bangladesh, those guys. Yeah, going to be watching them this year and seeing how they progress. So anyway, if you like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. Thumbs up helps the algorithm. And as always, have yourself a great day.